Okay. Namaskara and good evening, everybody, to another edition of the Spiral of Wisdom, the Thursday Satsangs that we all meet for. Started by the founder of School of Ancient Wisdom, Ma Manize. Before we start off, may I request Swati to say the school prayer?
Good evening, everyone. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom, O hidden light, shining in every creature, O hidden love, embracing all in oneness, may each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. So, before we start off, let's connect with our own higher selves, our inner Guru, on this Guruvara. Please sit straight with your back, neck, and head aligned. Take a nice deep breath and let go. Observe the silence within and accept all the ambient noises around us. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Observe the silence within that connects us to our inner world, to our inner wisdom, and also to each other. So today our satsang is about an introduction to Theosophy, Universal Wisdom Explained by Nagarajan Rajasubramanian ji. Now, Nagarajan ji is a dear friend of ours. We call him Rajan ji. Is not a new face here. I think he's had about 3 or 4 satsangs so far online, if I'm not mistaken. And just to give a quick introduction, Nagarajan Rajasubramanian ji is a highly accomplished pranic healing practitioner. He is more interested to explain why healing, what are its methods, how are its energies, how and why to be a healer. He has many live testimonials who are well benefited by his pranic healing treatment. Hence, this session would be amazing to learn methods of pranic healing. Now, I can definitely say for sure that Rajanji is a very jolly and witty person as well, in addition to being a seeker who has guided many people and also healed so many. I have been a benefactor of his healing as well. So, without any more ado, over to Rajanji.
Thank you, Ramesh, for your introduction. So today we have a topic which is very close to our heart. All of you know that our the founder of our school, Ma Manize herself, was a Theosophist, and she was the president of the Theosophical Society in Singapore. So we pay our respects to her, and because of her, I should say, initiation and realization into the spiritual path, the theosophical movement has played a good role in her life, and so it does it. The same thing has happened to me in my life also. So we will go ahead. So the motto of the theosophical movement is, there is no religion higher than the truth. This is that is what they say. And the center piece, you see one T like thing with the circle on the top. That is representing the spirit or the Atma. So that is the Egyptian cross. That is the Egyptian cross. Okay. Okay, this is some small biography about myself. I am 58 years old. I have 40 years of service in the Reiki healing. My guru's name is Yogi Guru Vaidyanatha of Chennai. I did 15 years Gurukula Vasam with him. I was with intensive training and mentoring by him. We follow the guiding philosophy of the Theosophical Society. How we are following the guiding philosophy, we will unfurl it as we go by. I'm myself a third generation Theosophist. So I have handled more than 300 cases of healing after establishing a practice in 4 years' time, which is after an apprenticeship of almost 40 years. So my alma mater is the Celestial College of Healing. This is not a physical college where you can find buildings and laboratories and all that. This is just a collection of minds, collection of people who are interested in the research of this spiritual realm and who are themselves accomplished and adepts in other some other aspects of the spiritual path. This is my fifth lecture in the School of Wisdom, Ancient Wisdom. So the first I started off in 2023, starting about the healing process. Then we went on to the healing diabetes through the healing methods, and then we had another lecture on unlocking the structure of the mind and solving some psychiatric cases. Then the next one was the mysteries of the vertebral column, where we announced to the world of some structures in the vertebral column which were not, uh, I think, to my opinion, not known to the medical science till now, and what role they have to play in the physiology of the body. And then in January, just 15 days ago, we had the topic on healing the elderly, how the elderly we can heal the elderly, how they can help themselves in their healing. Okay. Now we come to the today's topic. So we will talk about what is Theosophy, what were the movements and aims of the objectives of the movement, who were the founders, the environment in which they started this society, what are the geopolitics prevailing at that time, what is the history of the TS. When we say TS, it means Theosophical Society. So then we come to the masters and Blavatsky, Madam Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. She was the one of the very important founder. Then we will talk about the Mahatma letters. And then we come to the works. The works are the publications issued by the founding members, and also so many Theosophists who worked very hard to publish their works and to get people into the movement. Then we come to what is the contribution of India and why India was chosen to be the world headquarters. Then we'll speak about the old organization of the TS and how it has evolved. Then we come to the Coulomb affair. Then we will speak about mediumship and vetting of mediums and vetting of spiritualistic phenomena. Then we talk about the occult practice, what was done by the members of the TS, how it started and how it was stopped after some time. Then we can talk about the book written by Madam Blavatsky, The Secret Doctrine, which I will show you a copy also in this video. Then we talk about Annie Besant and Jiddu Krishnamurti, then how the breakup happened between them and how the society went into sort of decline. And then we'll finally end up with what is the relation between classical dance and theosophical movement. And to conclude, we will talk about the biodiversity of the Adyar campus and then the Adyar library. Okay? So Theosophy. Theosophy means knowledge of the divine, whereas theology means study of the divine or study of religion. So there are so many religious paths in this world. You are aware of all the religions. So the Theosophical movement studies basically the intellectual quotient in every religion. It's very simple. All of us have two aspects of our mind, destiny, or flow of ideas, or how we are different from others. One is we go by the established path of how we should live. What are the various institutions we have? We have family, we have marriage, we have conduct in society, we have so many things. They are all established. we most of us would like to conform to those kind of institutions and well-established beliefs. Then what is the other quotient which makes us different from everybody, unique? How we become unique is our free will. How have we identified our free will? Have we understood the free will? Are we exercising the free will? Are we enjoying the free will? These are the things. So the intellectual quotient pertains to the free will. So you are believing in something. Is it all right to question that belief? Is it all right to, so sort of shatter the institutions which you have, you have believed so much and you have so much of passion in those institutions? These things are addressed here. So even you can find, I was just reading on the net about Annie Besant and how many questions she had asked about Christianity. So Annie Besant says that till the 4th century, there was no talk about the Gospels. We read about so many Gospels in the Bible. Gospels are the religious revelations which is there in the Old Testament, like Luke, Matthew, so many Paul, so many people have told their versions of their experience with Christ or their experience with God. They are the Gospels. And then we have from religion, all of us have some questions leading to philosophy and science, because religion is a very interesting combination of your beliefs, your intellect, and your culture, and how you are leading your life, and then to without whether we agree or not, we attach ourselves to certain thinking patterns. This is my thinking pattern. This is how I will work. These are they are called as values. I will adhere to those values. And you will agree with me that philosophy is the most important subject to study in any era. Why? The reason is philosophy is a fundamental for your thought process. All your actions are coming because of some thought process. And how will the thought process, where it starts? It starts from philosophy. We have so many types of philosophy: Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy, everything. These discussions, these digressions are very important to understanding the thought process of the founders of the TS. Because the TS people, they basically came from the West, and they came, the idea is they came to the East to disseminate Christianity, and they were thinking that the Western methods are, should be definitely better. We will teach the Eastern people a couple of things. And after coming here, they were pleasantly surprised to know and see that the people of the East have even a similar ideas or even better ideas. Oh, then they understood that, oh, we are not the only intelligent people on this planet. There are other civilizations, other religions, other ideas, other scientific approaches which are there in different parts of the world. So that was, so by the founders, what they were discussing and sharing and discovering about India, about so many religious paths: Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Christianity, Jainism, Judaism. All that, there are a lot of good things, intellectual points which you can take. Hmm? So the slogan of the society, we told, truth is my religion. Okay. So these are the basic fundamental ruminations of the early Theosophists when they came. Okay. The movement started in 1875, not 1890. This society was established in 1875 by Colonel Henry Steele Alcott and Blavatsky in New York, when they met for the Chittenden. They met in a place called Chittenden in US. They were investigating a psychic medium for their table tapping. There's something called table tapping. I mean, people all sit together, and the medium will call this spirit, and the spirit will instead of giving verbal cues, it will do tapping the table. So when the tapping the table comes, the people know that the invisible spirit has come. So there was a lot of study about this paranormal phenomena. Paranormal phenomena, all of you know, is whether do we have ghosts? Are they real? Can they bite us? Are they dangerous? Are they harmful? So many things which we cannot see with our eyes. So they were studying all these things. Even I should say that even there is also a role of science in this, because even today we are seeing so much of science even in our living room which we cannot see with our eyes, like the electricity passing through the wires, like the Wi-Fi coming from the router. We cannot see with our eyes, but we are using, we are believing, we are understanding. This is the same way which science also thought about paranormal phenomena, I should say in the 16th century. So this is a very old thinking process, and man has been always a curious animal. What is it? Is there anything? Can there be anything true in what this person says, or is there a lot of gas or things which are not which cannot be proved by science? And then we go on to the something called mediumship. This mediumship is a very important, I should say, working method in the theosophical movement. So I also worked as a medium. Even today, I'm doing all my healing only as a medium of nature, and sometimes the divine also. So what is the meaning of medium? Medium is a person who lends their mind to some higher beings, evolved beings who are conveying some kind of messages. So when these messages, there's a lot of process going which has to go on in being a medium. Is that the mind, the conscious mind has to be understood well, and this subconscious mind has to be understood well. The manifestations of the subconscious into the conscious mind has to be understood. That has to be eliminated. You have to learn to silence your subconscious mind to for a certain amount of time. The basic working tools are your inner sight. So there are according to nature, which I have observed, every person has got almost 100 pairs of eyes. You might have heard about the third eye. There are another 97 pairs of eyes behind that. You can hear this in so many conversations. Suppose somebody is studying to be a dentist or a botanist. He will be the person he will be able to see which is the correct type of plant, what is the name of the plant, what is the uses of the plant, because he's got an eye for it. So a dentist can, if if he sees your mouth, he will tell, she or she can tell you what is good about your teeth or what's bad about your teeth. Same goes with so many traits. So they are also actually your invisible eyes. But those things are nature works so surreptitiously that we don't know that we are tapping into our inner arsenal. I would like to use the word arsenal. Arsenal means what? Collection of arms and ammunition, so many tools. For example, ego is also a tool. Ego, if you see the internal world, it is like a small ring, which is exactly at the tip of your nose. That is the structure of the human system. So many people work always through their ego. It is not correct. You have to use many instruments, many energies, many structures in your internal body. Okay. So you might have heard about the planchette also. The planchette was one of the earliest forms of mediumship, where there is a board, and then the messages are confirmed or are relayed through the planchette board. There are some issues also with regard to planchette. For example, this if you do the planchette regularly, you can get into some problem, like, and understanding what is real and what is physical and what is not physical. So your mind will start playing games with you. So always you have to come back to your present reality, and you have to keep that as a benchmark. Slowly, when you spend many years as a medium, then you will be easily able to go into the internal world and come into the present real world. So this switch can be made very easily, but you have to be trained under a master, under a guru who knows what's going on with you, because you need you will always need some kind of reference, whether what am I doing is correct or not, whether this is correct or this is not correct. Even I will say that even many people have got into so many problems because of becoming a medium, because this is something which is overpowering your personality. Actually, setting aside your personality for some time and then allowing your own higher self to operate. Actually, it is not that somebody else is sitting in your mind and talking. No, it is not like that. It is actually your higher self, which is coming and operating into the play. That is what it is. But you have to go through the process to understand. So this is where our early theosophies, they had a lot of advantage. They were training themselves to become mediums, and they were I mean, eager to go into the other world and find out many things and document those things. We will talk about the books of the Theosophical Society, where Mr. A.P. Sinnett has written a book on the occult world. I have not read that book. I have read only a few works of this of the TS. There, after reading his book, many people became theosophists. So they know that we have been thinking on and off about this subject. Oh, when there is a book to read about it, certainly I should go and read it. Yeah, and then we come to mind reading. This mind reading is a very important. I should say what it is like. It is again like it is pertaining to the eyesight. You have an eyesight, and you are able to just observe the just take the thought train of the whichever person you are thinking. So the thought is like a train. So when you see when you when I am a medium. I can I have tried with and been successful with so many people to understand what's going on in their mind, so that we can take accordingly suitable speech, suitable conversation, suitable action, so that they are happy or the business is done. It's very useful for business. I have used this a lot in the business. It's like many of you think it's an unfair advantage, but I don't think so, because I am not doing any harm to anybody. I'm just doing my business. Yeah. Thank you. So these are the founders. This is Madame Blavatsky. She was a Russian lady. She was born with so many psychical abilities that one day when a priest met her, or a holy man met her, he told her that you will not live in this Russia only. You will go all over the world. You will develop so many powers. You will have happiness, you will have sadness, you will have both. So he gave her the prophecy on that, and most of it came true. This is Colonel Henry Steele Alcott. He was an army doctor. I'm sorry, army doctor, and he worked in the USA civil war. He was in the Civil War. And this is Webster Leadbeater, C.W. Leadbeater, and this is our Annie Besant, one of the last and famous theosophists. Then this is A.P. Sinnett. Okay. So areas of work in the TS. How did they develop the areas of work in the TS? The first thing they developed is the religions and the scripture. So they worked on all the religions, Hindu religion and Christian religion and Buddhism. So Buddhism was developed by Colonel Alcott. He converted himself to a Buddhist, and he went to Sri Lanka, and he established so many education institutions for study of Buddhism, and he did a lot of work for Buddhism in that country. So even today, there are many, even a day is celebrated in Sri Lanka to commemorate Alcott. So Annie Besant was involved in Hinduism. She studied Hinduism with so many people, and even Blavatsky also. She had some she had Mr. Subbarao, who was helping her with the unraveling the Puranas, especially the Vishnu Purana. Blavatsky was so much taken aback with the Vishnu Purana, so that that became the basis of her writing of the secret doctrine. So even this, there was another person called Damodar. Damodar was a very famous medium in the Theosophical Society. Even today, there is a portion of the society which is called as Damodar Garden in the society in Adaya in Chennai. So all these people took. Even you have Jina Rajadasa, who was studying Jain religion. All these people were studying different scriptures, and they have done a lot of work on this what is the esotericism, esoteric aspects of the religion. Esoteric aspect means this, we have the main, all the religions give you a like a manual. Oh, you are a man born in this world, this is what you should do, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and again after that turn the next page, this is what you should not do. So many do's and don'ts. But what is the esoteric aspect? Esoteric aspect is the inner aspect. We do lot of actions which are involuntary. Something else makes us do these things. So what are those things? What is that inner force which makes us do a lot of things? That is the esoteric aspect in the religion. So these esoteric aspects have been studied, and that is how they come to the Theosophy finally landed upon the occultism. Occult, the word occult means hidden. So occultism means what? All the aspects of the hidden world. What are all there? How this phenomena is manifesting in the world. They wanted to study that. So we have already spoken on the and comparative studies in religion. So comparative study of religion is a very important aspect. For example, in our Hindu religion, if you take the Vedas, we talk about uh, Agni, Vayu, Prithvi. So many devas are involved into the into the Surya, Chandra. So if you take the Inca and Maya civilization in their religion, they say have the same thing, which means what? These are all universally man has had some similar thought pattern. So if you take the oracle in Delphi in the Greek civilization, then the oracle in Delphi was nothing but mediumship. So the Delphi was the name of a lady, and with all the people used to congregate in an amphitheater, and there used to be a big cauldron filled with water, and the lady used to talk, do the mediumship in such a congregation. Are you able to hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. And then we were talking about mediumship. So in mediumship also, mediumship, there are a lot of pitfalls you have to avoid in the mediumship, because it can be a deadly affair. You need a good mentor or a guruji, or who can protect you, who can guide you, and all that. So and another faculty for the spiritualistic people is the clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is an art by which you it is like a celestial camera. Okay, I want to know what is my sister doing in UK. So I can travel there astrally and see what is going on in her house. Oh, she has this. We have done a lot of tests for that. There are lots of, you have to undergo a lot of tests and examinations to confirm to yourself that you have a clairvoyant ability. So this clairvoyance is a very useful thing while you are doing the healing. Because as I told you in passing, this astral travel is a very important and vehicle of the spiritual travel. We were discussing about in my earlier lectures in the ancient school about this the seven bodies we have, the biggest of all, which is the causal body. So the causal body is really big. It is, I mean, the area of the causal body is almost like a 40 light years in this encompassing the entire solar system. So just to travel within your own living invisible body, you need astral travel. Not for any other purpose, not for military purpose, not for whatever purpose. No, it is to know, appreciate, perform, create so many things which we are doing as healers. We have to use the astral travel. So clairvoyance is also based on how well you can do astral travel. Okay, is astral travel for only for healers and mediums and these kind of eccentric people? You think so? No. According to Mother Nature, all of us are doing astral travel. When we are in the deep REM state, rapid eye movement state, when we are going deep into our sleep, the spirit automatically releases from our physical body or surrounding the physical body, and it goes wherever it has to go. It travels. It travels. So some of the travels is also depicted as dreams in our mind. So may I have interacted with so many patients and normal people. I've always asked them a question. Have you ever had a dream where you are falling down from a flight of stairs, or you're trying to run? Some dangerous animal is coming, so you're trying to run, but you cannot run. Something is there which is like your feet are stuck to the ground. You are not able to run. So these kind of dreams show that the body, your unconscious mind shows that you are having astral travel. So, what is the difference between a healer and a normal person? The healer or the spiritual seeker, he consciously does this astral travel. So, when you do astral travel for 5 years, you train in that. Then, after you become comfortable without causing any discomfort to anybody or yourself, and then you go to clairvoyance. So when you do clairvoyance, then you know that there's actually very unique thing I want to tell you people, because you are all so sincere and attending all these meetings. I want to tell you a secret. Sometimes it feels that there is only one person in this world. What are you saying, sir? There are 7 billion people in this planet, and you're saying there is only one person? Yes. Because why I'm saying that? Because the 7 billion people conscious causal body is like stacked on each other, like a moon cake. It's all stacked. It's all one. So when the causal body is one, what will happen to the mind? We have had some saints in our South India, whom we call, one of the most dear to me is what we call Mahapariva of Tamil Nadu, Chandrasekharendra Saraswati. He was he was a yogi and a clairvoyant, and he had everything, but he stoutly denied all these things when he was alive. He said, I am a very ordinary person like you. He used to say that repeatedly. But all the people know that he had lot of powers and development, everybody knew. He was an expert in this universal mind. He came by thinking about something about somebody's mind, that thought process will manifest in that other person's mind and will be revealed to him as a dream. So he proved. I'm not here to talk about the His Holiness Mahapariva and his abilities. The idea is there is a universal mind. Similarly, there is a universal body. So when we do the healing, or when we talk about all these things, we are talking about only the universal mind and universal body. Okay. So how do we reach this universal mind? Well, we find so many people spending so many years in meditation and still they are not gotten anywhere. The thing is they are still traveling. Meditation is like a travel into your own causal body. When you reach the end of the causal body and return, then and then only you will get the siddhi of universal
Omkar,
mind.
go and turn that off. It's disturbing.
Ramesh, your mic is on. then you will get
Oops,
the
sorry.
siddhi of this universal mind and universal body. I should say with gratefulness, to a certain extent, your the deities also have a big role to play in shaping you up as a medium. Yeah, that we'll take it up as a separate session. And then there's something called, we'd already talked about the mind reading, because when you achieve the universal mind, then mind reading should be quite easy. Yeah, should be easy. And then we have psychokinesis, people bending spoons and all metal objects with their mere hands. Even when there's a psychokinesis show in the TV, I have heard people saying that they are able to bend a spoon just like that. Then what you will do with the bent spoon later, that's a different question. This gentleman spoils all the spoons in the house. And then we come to the occult. So my view of the whole jing bang of this invisible world and all this healing and so many works in Theosophical Society, everything is coming back to cult. So you have to, if you have a guru or mentor or who can guide you to understand your internal structure, then most of the occult things should be easy actually. You should be able to achieve it. One of the okay, we come to the works, the books. So we have this. I have one book today for you guys to read, Isis Unveiled by Madame Blavatsky. This is a book which I will recommend all of you to buy and read, because this is written in a novel-like style. I mean, very well written actually. How HPB was in New York and what kind of house she lived, what kind of visitors she had, what were her life experience, how she understood. Is a must read for all of you. I have one. In fact, there are two volumes. In the first volume, we have this. I think this letters to Mahatma is there. I think. Okay, this AP Sinnett has written this book called Occult World, and then AP Sinnett himself has written a book on esoteric Buddhism. Because Buddhism is a very the special things of Buddhism is that Buddhism does not believe in God. That's what they say. I cannot talk much about that because I don't know much. But the Buddhism's goal is slightly different from the Hindu religion. Yeah. Then you come to the Mahatma letters. What are these Mahatma letters? In this guiding philosophy of the Theosophy is that there are a lot of Mahatmas. Mahatmas are holy, saintly people uh, who are living in this world, and some who were living in the past. So we will introduce you to the Mahatmas as we go by. There are 3, 4 Mahatmas I have listed with their names. So we will talk about that. So what happened what are these Mahatma letters? When the story is like this, when Blavatsky was tossed about in the world like make like a piece of fruit in the mixie. So the Mahatmas, they have Kuthumi is the name. He contacted her through the medium. She was the medium and told her to you go to this place and do this. Go to India. Go to London. If you see her, I will read in the last of the in the towards the end of the presentation how many places Madam Blavatsky has gone. She has toured her entire life all over the world. You just imagine 150 years ago, when there was no proper shipping or any facilities, this lady has been told to go to so many places, to do so much of work, to write so many books, to give so many lectures on this topic. So she has done a lot of work in giving an awareness to the general public about such topics. Even she has met Swami Vivekananda also, the Chicago Religious Fair in I think in 1894, if I'm not wrong. So this Mahatma letters, coming back to the Mahatma letters, when Blavatsky was writing her secret doctrine in London, so there was Mr. Sinnett, Mr. Sinnett also was there. So he has described how this writing, how Blavatsky could write such a monumental work in a very short time. It seems she used to keep the papers on the table near her bed, and with a meditative mindset, she used to go to sleep. Next day morning, when she wakes up, she will find 40 or 40 pages of written English matter in those pages. And they all will have a different handwriting, not of hers, and written in crayon, blue crayon, red crayon, all these things. See, the good thing about the secret doctrine is it is actually it is not a book. It is not. Because I have read the Secret Doctrine, and it is considered to be one of the most difficult books in the Theosophical Society. There are many people who have read, but they have always told that we cannot understand the Secret Doctrine. The reason is the Secret Doctrine talks about various secrets. Oh my God, this is so obvious. Who are you to come and tell us this thing? The thing is, the Secret Doctrine is like an index. It is an index. Every 3 lines you go, there will be a quotation. This is from so and so book written by so and so person. So when there is a book, you have a page, and then you have these footnotes. This is the only book which I have seen where the footnotes are more than the matter upstairs. So every page will have 5 or 6 footnotes. So which means if you read the Secret Doctrine, you actually have to read about nearly 100 to 150 books which are lying all over the world, are published all over the world, and those kind of stuff. So the Mahatma letters were the correspondence of Blavatsky with the Mahatmas. So this, okay, where can I see the Mahatma letters? You can see pictures of them. Some of the Mahatma letters are in Adyar headquarters. Some are available in London Theosophical Society also. But you can see pictures of them. There is no problem. I think you should be content with seeing the pictures. So that is that is the process is called as precipitation, where without any human intervention, those wordings were written down by the masters themselves on a piece of paper. These kind of precipitations are not unique to the Theosophical Society. In fact, in Tamil Nadu, there was a poet called Gopalakrishna Bharati. He wrote so many songs in very simple Tamil to praising Lord Shiva. So he took them to his guru, and the guru threw them. He says, "What is this? There is no Tamil lyrical quality. There is no meter. There is none of these definitions. And the poetry has got certain rules. None of the rules you have followed. Don't show it to me." But the next in the night when Gopalakrishna Bharati slept, he found the writing on that paper in some handwriting which is not of his, saying that these poems are good. They will become famous songs one day. My blessings, written probably by the deity itself. We don't know. So this precipitation, why I am saying this? Because this kind of precipitations are not unique to the Theosophical Society. They have been observed in different parts of the world. Okay. So these are the growth of the soul by A.P. Sinnett, and what is karma again by A.P. Sinnett. And you have Leadbeater has written this book called Astral Plane and Devachanic Plane. So Leadbeater is a person who was one of the very strong advocates of occult in the Theosophical movement. So, these books are dealing with the movement of the soul. When a person dies, where does the soul go? What is soul? What is Atma? What is spirit? This kind of very confusing discussions have been made by Leadbeater. So, and also Leadbeater and Annie Besant wrote this book called Occult Chemistry, which we will come to it a little later. I would like to tell you an anecdote about Leadbeater. So when I was a medium, and I have been actually my house is very very near to the Theosophical headquarters in Chennai, in Adyar, very near. I used to go there for walking with my mother or by myself. I used to like that place so much. So after I became a medium and I was training into the healing, then one day I went for a walk and came back. I found thousands and thousands of spirits hanging in that place, in the trees, in buildings, everywhere. So then only I understood what kind of experiment Leadbeater was doing. So Leadbeater was actually collecting, in my opinion, about more than 1 lakh spirits from all over the world, and he had kept them for some his experiments with occult. This I was able to know because I am a medium. I am a spiritual healer. This is not mentioned in anywhere in the Theosophical annals or books or any other journal. It is not mentioned. So this is just purely my discovery. Okay. So Leadbeater was a great master in the occult. So this occult chemistry is a book written by both of them, Annie Besant and Leadbeater. What they discuss is not at all about occult. They talk about the structure of the atom. Because at that time in the 1920s and all, 20s to 45, till the atom bomb, you had a lot of scientists in Europe who were talking about the atom. What is atom? What is space inside the atom? You may be remembering about the Rutherford experiment, where Lord Rutherford fired protons into the gold foil and found that they are able to easily protrude the gold foil and go past it because there is so much of space inside the atom. So they stumbled on electron, proton. Even today, I think there are, to my knowledge, my knowledge is a little rusty in that matter. About nearly 128 subatomic particles have been discovered. So what the science is still pleasantly surprised it. There are still so many. It's a mysterious world of the atom. It is not just electron, proton, neutron. No, there are 128 members into it, and many are created when in the confluence of energies. So, for example, proton. What is a proton? Proton is nothing but a hydrogen atom without the electron. That is the proton. So you find every day sunshine is coming. We are basking in the sunshine. You are basking in the rain of photons from the sun. So this is what is happening when you are a healer or when you are a yogi or going to be a yogi. You will see all these you will see all these things in a time lapse. You will see the whole world full of this energy, lights coming here and there and going. You will see the live universe. What is it? The universe is live. You will be able to feel the gravitational pull of various planets and how they are attached to the sun. Those kind of things you can see as a live universe. Yeah. So they have further to continue on the books. They have Leadbeater and Annie Besant have written about thought forms, and then finally we land up in the secret doctrine. So there is also an accusation against Blavatsky that this secret doctrine is a pseudo book. Like I told you, it is, in my experience, I found that it is not a book. It is an index of so many quotations, sayings, discoveries, hypotheses from various sources of the world. One important source is the Tibetan Book of the Dead. You might have heard about this title. There are hundreds of titles in this. So you must, I think it will be good if you can have a glance at all these works. So many questions you have may be answered by them. Okay, now we come to the masters. Master Kuthumi, Master Chauhan, Master M. M is for Maitreya. You might have heard about Maitreya Buddha. So that is coming from that. And then you have Master CVV. Master CVV is very close to our family. He is our family because my grandfather, grandmother, they were Theosophists. Then they came out of the movement, which the reason I will tell you later. So CVV was a person who was alive during their time. They were masters who were alive in flesh and blood also. Even today, you have so many masters who will never reveal themselves to everybody, but they are in flesh and blood and they are available. Yeah. So these are some of the masters. Mahatma letters. I discuss with you all these things. So again we come back to mediumship. Seance. Seance is what? Seance is something which is practiced by the initial days of the mediums when they try to uh, subordinate their subconscious mind and subordinate their conscious mind, open their psychic mind. So then only by doing seances you can do it. But seances can be very draining. Your health can suffer because of that. That is why I'm telling you again and again, don't try these things by yourself. You must always have the approval from your guru or master or spiritual person to do all these things. These are all very dangerous things. Don't attempt to do by yourself. And then you have automatic writing. You have this also we discussed. You have the medium, and then they will close their eyes and keep writing something. Then slowly, after training for 1 or 2 years, then you will know that those words and sentences are coming in your mind, and then you are merely copying them on paper. Then slowly you will graduate into vocal medium. So when you are a vocal medium, what happens? The person in the medium is talking, and then you will be able to tell the same thing with your mouth. You are fully conscious, and you know what you are doing. You have become an adept as a medium. What is the meaning of adept? Adept is something like, okay, you want how do we drink coffee without even thinking about anything? Just we go make coffee and drink. The same way they practice the mediums. There is also a book written by Carl Jung on psychology of mediumship. He is actually downgrading the mediumship story. He says that this is all the effectiveness of the medium is only up to the mental vocabulary what they possess. Suppose you ask a schoolboy to become a medium, he will be, according to Carl Jung, he cannot be a great medium because he cannot convey any thoughts above his pay grade. That's what he says. So as a medium also, your quality as a medium has to will grow and become better and better and better over a course of time. I had a lot of time to grow up because I spent 15 years as a medium with my Guruji. So I had this providential system of everything was taken care. So that is what. Yeah, this we spoke lead beater and spirits accumulation in the TS compound, and the mediumship also we spoke. And then this 9 siddhis. So what you will get by all these things? You will get the Navasiddhi. Now, Anima, Garima, all these siddhis are which are mentioned in the Puranas, in our Vedic literature also. So most of them they condemn they say that if you get siddhis, you will not be spiritually developed. I have to differ slightly with that because when the siddhis are like having a pencil, pen, and scalpel and things. It's like a tool. You use it, but your development as a person, as a yogi, will be different from that. You have to understand. You have to understand. So that will be your tapas. All will be different. So after some time, what happened with Leadbeater got some bad name from the public for his occult practices. So that is why they had to, the Theosophical Society had to stop their, so they had to stop their occult practices. So what happened? What is the fallout of that? We will see now. Was there Theosophy in India before the Theosophical Society? Very much. Even if you do a casual reading of the Upanishads translated by Max Muller, you can see that the Theosophy is very much there. Theosophy is nothing but you are questioning, you are debating, you are providing argument, you are trying to understand. You appreciate, but you are trying to understand. So these things are already there in many scriptures, not only the Upanishads. So the Theosophical Society started in India in 1891, the Adayar branch. All the lands were donated by the local people. None of the European people came and spent any money here. It's all donated by local people. So after some time, what happened? This organizations broke up. The USA broke up, Australia broke up. So many broke up, and this was like a blessing in disguise for the founding fathers, because you will know that running a multinational company is such a challenge. But how do they work actually? If they multinational companies like levers, they work as independent entities in all the countries. They have a headquarters somewhere, but they work as independent companies. So the TS also works today like that. Every country has got a TS, but they will be independent and independent and the legal entities. They are not connected to each other legally. Okay, by philosophy, by so many things, they are connected, but not legally. And so this led to another thing called Theosophical Lodge. So even in Chennai, there's a headquarters of the society is there, but still there are you are very free to open a Theosophical Lodge. For example, I want to open a Theosophical Lodge in my area in Whitefield. I am free to do so. I have to get the only permission from them. But what do the lodges do? The lodges gather the Theosophists and they discuss the works, they discuss the books, they discuss the ideas, what are propounded in those works. That's what they do. Finally, we come to the Theosophical Publishing House, which prints all this. They have published more than 700 titles, and these books are all shipped all over the world, and you can have a for the public to consume. This is the Adyar Library. Adyar Library contains palm leaf manuscripts and rare books. How did the library come into place? Because the Theosophical founders they were studying so many religions, and so the religions means scriptures. Scriptures means different types of storage, palm leaves, printed books, so many things. They have got a huge reading room. These are some of the pictures of the Theosophical Adyar Library, and this is the hall, headquarters hall in Adyar. You can look at those elephant heads which are kept there. It's a very beautiful place. I'm very sure that Ma Manize must have been much impressed by the international headquarters in Adayar. It is set in a very beautiful and very big estate. If you set your foot into it, you will go into a different world about 150 years ago, and how India was. And then we come to the classical dance and Theosophical Society. This N. Sriram was one of the presidents of the society, and Rukmini Devi Arundale, who was a Bharatanatyam dancer, she was his sister. So even today, the present President Radha Barnier is also the daughter of Sriram. So they are all this is like a family tradition. There have been many people in the middle also. Even this G.S. Arundale was his father. They were also the presidents of the society. So what happened? This 17-year-old Rukmini Devi fell in love with the 41-year-old Arundale. And it was a very unusual, and there was a lot of condemnation, this, that, but love is love. So they got married, and they were going on a voyage on a ship to Japan. During the voyage, they met a very famous person, Anna, a ballet dancer, and very respected name in ballet. And Rukmini Devi was very much interested into dance. So Anna asked her a question: why don't you learn the dance in India?" So this question, she was actually taken aback. She said, "Oh my God, I never thought about this." So Rukmini Devi went back to India. She met a Devadasi in Mylapore in Chennai, and she learned this Bharatanatyam from her, and she established the Kalakshetra in the Theosophical Society. So lots of people came to learn dance, and which is one of the very important cultural aspects of our Indian culture and Hindu religion. So after some time, she moved out of the campus, and it is now the Kalakshetra is a central government aided very big university to study dance, music, and so many art forms in Chennai. So this picture is the Leadbeater Chamber. This building is very unique because it was constructed in something around 1900 knots, and it was one of the first reinforced concrete buildings in I should say, what, in Asia or India or something like that. Because before you had those structures made up of wood and lime and mortar. This was made of cement. This is a very huge building, like a hostel for the visiting people, yeah, overlooking the river. And this is the famous banyan tree in Adyar. It was more than 200 years old. Then now some portions of the tree are remaining because of a cyclonic storm. The tree had a lot of problems. This is inside the headquarters hall in the, you can see like pictures of this in the Google, in the internet. You can find many pictures. That is it. Thanks a lot for your patient hearing. If you have any questions, you can ask them.
Thank you, Nagaraj. That was most interesting. It just took us through some of the things that Mamanise also would speak about, as she was the head of the Theosophical Lodge at Singapore. So if anybody has any questions now, please do ask.
So where will I get those books, sir? Because you said those books are very,
Many are there in the Amazon.
Okay, okay.
And if
Got it.
you happen to go to Chennai, you can get because all of them are not in Amazon. You can
Okay.
you can go to Adyar headquarters and you can buy from them. Yeah, no
All
problem.
right, okay.
Or
But what?
if you write to them also, I think they will send it by courier. I
Okay,
think
okay.
so. I'm
All
not
right.
sure.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
There is a Theosophical Lodge, if I'm not mistaken, near Lalbagh Westgate, isn't it?
In Bangalore, yeah.
Yeah. So some of these books are available there.
Yeah. In Bangalore also there is a
Oh,
Theosophical
okay, okay,
Society.
okay.
So you
All
can
right, all right.
make a visit to them and talk to them. Even I want to
Yeah.
visit the Theosophical Society in Bangalore just to meet the people.
Yeah.
There's
It's
one
near
cantonment station. Is that the same one or different one, sir?
Which
it's
one?
near Lalbagh Westgate.
There's one in cantonment station also.
I have not. I've seen some pictures in the internet, but I don't know where it is. I have to go there and see. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Maybe me and Ramesh will go one day. Ramesh is
Yeah,
also a
we should.
very keen person to understand all these things.
Very much. Yes, we should. But
Yeah.
I remember when I went to the one near Lalbagh Westgate. It's an old bungalow in
Ah,
a spacious compound. I
okay.
remember them saying that this was the main center for Bangalore. I
Now,
don't know about the one near Cantonment. First time hearing about. Now, I'm just curious to know, Nagaraji,
mhm,
uh, when you mentioned that in certain dreams, sometimes we get a dream where we want to run, but we're not able to.
correct.
I clearly remember that kind of specifically that this kind of a dream where I want to
Mhm,
run, but I'm not able to move. My legs
mhm.
feel like they're leaden. So you said that is an indication of astral travel. How does that work?
Yeah. Because you might have had so many dreams that you are in some distant place, but actually you have not gone there. You are like a tourist. You are going without any luggage or any visa or anything. You are just transported there. But actually, you
Mhm.
have to be trained. You know what they normally do is that you will be you'll be instructed to go to that same place again and again and again. So
Okay,
that
so
you
this
then
was
you really observe those minute details and then convince and confirm to yourself that you have indeed traveled there. So you should do it at least 1,000 times. All these practices you have to do them many thousands of times. Then only you will be convinced that you are not making a fool of yourself. No, it's very important. Otherwise, you will not have any conviction. See, we are now in 2026. There people are interested to know, but they will think, oh, this man is very eccentric. He's talking some rubbish. Easily, people will dismiss you. So you have to really convince yourself the hard way so that you know what the hell you're talking about.
Mhm. Mm. Yeah, because I think only when one has experiences in life where the inner hunch, the information that you get from your inner world is actually confirmed.
Correct.
Yeah, that is when you start developing that faith.
Yeah, I know.
But ultimately, for all of us as seekers,
Mm.
uh, practices like chanting or even meditating on anything, it can even be your own breath, if not anything else. Is that normally the starting point, or is there any other starting point for
No, the starting point will
as per
be astral
Theosophy?
travel. That is the starting point. Because we have to I am now I am having two people under my care. They are training now in astral travel. First, that is then we go to astral travel. Then we'll put them to, if possible, we'll put them to samadhi experience. Those things straight away. The Ashtanga yoga, we will do that because you have to first equip your body and mind to read the menu card, not do anything, not accomplish anything, just to know what's going on. So those things are there. Chanting, all this, even meditation is like tying a blind cloth on your eyes and just roaming around. It is not a structured thing. There has to be some kind of structure. Then only you will be able to progress. That is what I'm saying. No, you need a guidance of a master or a guru, because you may be highly evolved in something. So we have to pick up on that strength and we have to develop it, because the time we have is quite less. To develop a nice student will take at least 20 years. So we have to look at the time also. So we have to really pick up on your strength and then build up on that and then introduce you to other things. That is how it is. I think Ramamani
But
madam
different
might
people are
have
at
some
different
question, I
levels.
think.
Yes, please.
Namaste.
Ramamani.
I was just waiting for Rameshji to finish because he will have lots to talk about,
No. You should be the last one today.
Yeah, because it's already 7:35. Basically, I wanted to know, like we follow Vishnu, we have a certain system to get in there. Like that, what is the way to get into Theosophy?
Theosophy, read the books.
That's it?
Yeah. Read the books. Then sit and debate with your friends, and
Hmm.
you can ask them, because it's always good to discuss with somebody who has read these books over and over, may spend so many 20, 30 years. They will be able to give you a better understanding than you trying to break your head against the wall. So some guided reading will help you to save time.
And they basically talk about universal brotherhood and all.
Hmm.
And then, like, what happens to the relationship between the religion and the Theosophy?
Yeah, exactly. You hit the right nail on the head, because religion only is for our betterment. In fact, the percentage of people, according to the so many sources we have, leaving the religious practices is growing. The Hindu religion is the number one in that, followed by Islam. People leaving the religion and just being agnostic, no religion. Religion is only used for somebody when somebody is died, somebody has some basic things. That's all. No worship, nothing. They don't want to be religious. So which means what? The discontent of people with religion in providing universal brotherhood is not there, according to them. But there are always hopeful and optimistic people who think that religion can still give some kind of solace or some kind of mental balance. Even Karl Marx is supposed to have said that religion is a very good opium. If the religion can provide the opium and can provide the mental balance to the bulk of the masses, I am willing to be religious. That's what Karl Marx has told. So religion is useful. Again, many things religion is created by man. Correct? The famous saying from the Bible, God is not religious. You should remember that. So religion is made by man. So when it's made by man, we have to use it. What are the good things in the religion? How we can use it? That we have to think about. That is where your free will is coming. When you have free will, you have to exercise your free will. Don't be blindly doing things. This is what Theosophy teaches us.
Yeah, even
Question
Krishna
everything.
did the same thing, na? Like, don't follow blindly, assess yourself and then follow. In
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita.
Ask questions, discuss with your friend circle. That is why we Ma Manize made this school of ancient wisdom precisely for that. Discussion, satsang, so that we can talk to each other without expecting any results or expecting any monetary benefit or any kind of benefit. How we can help each other to evolve spiritually. That is exactly the aim of our founder. Remember, she was also a theosophist.
Okay. I didn't
Correct?
know that.
Now
didn't
you
know.
know, now I even now I really understand the true idea of Ma Manise, what she wanted to achieve. So all of us should take this forward, and we should try to achieve her dream and achieve our dream also in the process.
And when I was going through this subject in
Mhm.
Google, I heard one word called monism, which makes like belief in one absolute divine reality from with
Correct.
all matters and consciousness. What
Correct.
exactly is that?
No, it actually, that is the basis of the PhD thesis submitted by Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, our one of the second president of India. His thesis he did his thesis in philosophy. He only showed that because of monism, or worshipping one single god, the Western civilization has evolved their philosophy. It is again a philosophy. Philosophy is, you have so many types of philosophies. You can choose which one to follow, or you can follow many philosophies also. That also is there.
That is confusing, na? Following
No,
many
no, it is
philosophies.
not. It is not. Because in the if you take the Hindu philosophy, we have something called nirdvandva, which means there is nothing right, there's nothing wrong. So don't get caught in the judging, becoming a judge, and keeping that in your hand and saying, "Oh, this is wrong, this is right." Accept things as they are and move on. What are your values? You are only helping yourself to evolve. You are not harming anybody. You are not harming the earth. You are doing good for the humanity. You are doing service to the people. You are helping some people to, overcome their problems. You are like the picking up their own life, like how you are doing. So this is the ideal thing which we have to do. We have to help each other. Many people need help. We have to help them.
Okay. Is it that dualism they follow like that Dvaita in Theosophy?
This Theosophy doesn't propagate any single philosophy. It says that it is like a restaurant of religions. It gives you a card, menu card. Oh, this religion
Yes.
has got these things. You
Hmm.
whatever you like, you take. No problem. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Okay. Thank you for the wonderful presentation.
Thank you,
The
ma'am.
occult is
Thank you for your
one
questions.
thing.
Yeah.
No, the occult is one thing I'm very much interested in, and mind reading. Mind reading, like, okay, basically with body language we can get in, but we cannot get the exact one. So I'll be
Exactly.
very
Yeah.
interested in those. Thank you. Thank you very much for the nice presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
So does anybody else have any more questions? So now we come to the end of our satsang today. So please sit on behalf of the School of Ancient Wisdom. We'd like to once again thank Nagarajan ji for the lovely presentation. I'm sure Mamanise would also have been very happy because
Exactly.
often,
Yeah.
it's not very often that we get to hear details about Theosophy and understand it better. So thank you so much for that, Nagarajan ji.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for
In
having
fact,
all of us.
I have a nagging suspicion that probably she might have told you to do this.
No, I was just thinking for a very long time that we should do something on Theosophy here. We will do some more sessions on Theosophy. No problem.
Yes,
That
we
will be
should.
very
I
good.
think
Yeah, we can even take up the one of the books, and we can analyze those books and see what we can study from that. We can do some detailed work instead of this superficial thing. We can do some detailed
yes,
work also.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes. In
that
fact,
will
you
be
took a
Also,
useful
just
to
to
our
add,
members.
sorry, just to add, those books are available for reading in Theosophy, that their website. Few of the books are available. I
Yeah,
just
in
know.
Amazon also they are available, so you can buy.
No, you can actually read from their site. Few of the books are available. I just now saw that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But I am a little old-fashioned. I would like to hold a book in my hand, maybe.
So yes, it'll be lovely to also have you, for a weekend program, Nagarajan ji, because
Yeah,
there's so much value that we can all get by engaging in these kind of discussions over the
correct.
weekend.
Yeah, we should do a physical session also. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
thanks a
good.
lot.
But
Yeah,
so thank you so much, Nagarajan ji, on
thank you,
behalf
sir.
of the School of Ancient Wisdom. Thank you for uplifting our
Thank you,
consciousness.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. So before we say bye, I want to say that, okay, yes, we have Rajini. Okay, we have people who are also thanking Nagarajanji over here. So yes, let us now move on to the last section, that is Loka Samasta. Please sit straight with your back, neck and head aligned. Think of your loved ones, people in your community who you want to send prayers of healing, for good health, for overcoming their financial situation or relationship issues. Think of their name and what situation they're going through and how you'd like them to overcome it. Also, please send out your prayers to the world at large. Let love and truth and wisdom prevail. Please sit straight with your back, neck and head aligned. Take a nice deep breath. And let go. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu. Until we meet again, same time, same place next week. Please do bring your friends and others who are interested. If our group of seekers becomes larger, then the energy is better. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless.